Are you ready? Ready or not? Here we go. Let's take a walk with Shell and Belle. It's the Shell and Belle show. Woo! Come on. Get off the couch. Bella says get off the couch. And let's put your shoes on. I'll give you some time. And it's Walk and Talk Friday with Shell and Belle. Belle's like, I'm really enjoying this weather. So how's everyone on this Friday? Yep, it is Friday. I hope everyone is doing well. Sending prayers, good juju, good vibes to the whole world today. You know, funny story. Well, it's not really that funny, but so I had to meet my father this morning to make sure he didn't owe any taxes, and he doesn't. Anyways, where was I going? Where was I going with this? Oh, so I said, Dad, don't forget, Sunday's Easter. Come on over. He's like, oh, okay. So, I had to go to Walmart, of course, real quick. I had to get some crackers and some Good and Plenty and some mushrooms. Excuse me. And so I came back home and just happened to glance at the calendar. I have 2 calendars. Well, actually 3 if you count my phone. One that write all the doctor's days down behind the door in the cupboard area, I guess you would call it. And then I have a little tiny one in the kitchen. And I just happened to glance over, and I said, oh God, it's not, Easter isn't this Friday, it's next Friday. Well, Sunday. Sunday. The past 3 Sundays, I kept thinking it was Easter. Last Sunday, I thought it was Easter. I said, oh no, Dad, it's next Sunday. Which is in, 2 days? So, I don't know whether to call him and say, make it Easter isn't till next Sunday, or just have it Sunday. I mean, we don't have to have a holiday to have dinner together, right? I got a lot of messages from the universe. Last night, I like to watch a lot of all kinds of channels, to be perfectly honest with you. Bella sees something in the grass there, you see her? And I don't know what it is. I hope it's not a snake, because I was just reading all the creatures are coming out. Black bears, rabbits, we already know because we have one in the backyard, or tiny backyard. And they mentioned rattlesnakes. Now, I told you before in one of my videos, I have so many, that copperheads are really, she just did something. Irrelevant over here, so we really got to watch out for copperheads here, because they really match in with the grass. I mean, my first year, yeah, there's something in there. Come on, Belle, we don't need to take a chance. Come on. And so they mentioned the rattlesnake. If you see one, call this number. And then they mentioned another snake, leaf something snake, which I've never heard of. Like, well, that's interesting. And of course, I should have wrote it down and asked Mr. Google Pants to show me some pictures of it. I'm assuming that it's a poisonous snake, because if they put it in the rattlesnake category. Anyways, I'll have to go on my browsing history and see if I can't find it again. But I get a lot of, well, I would say, yeah, there's definitely something. You see her? She's all alert. And we don't want a chance. And it could just be a little bunny. Hopefully that's all it is, but she's definitely got her eye on something. I'll tell you, she's got great eyes and a great nose. And not to mention, she's smart, but don't give her a big head. Come on, Belle, leave it. Anyways, so those are the things. And then we have, which I've never heard before, mud. They're actually, they're beautiful lizards. And they can grow to be really big. I did not know this. It's a weird name. There's 2 types. So, and I did see one. I see one every year, and they're, like I said, they're absolutely gorgeous. I almost feel like picking it up. Rob picked it up, actually. It was just a baby. This was last year. And he's like, come on, hold it, hold it. It didn't want to get off his hand. I'm like, nah, that's okay. But when I was a kid, we lived in back, and there was a big lake there. It was a haunted lake. And we won't go down that rabbit hole. And as I was a kid, I was a tomboy. And I used to love to get the tadpoles and put them in the bucket and all the little fishies and bring them up to the house. My mother would say, what are you going to do with that? I don't know. I'd keep them as pets. And then, of course, eventually I let them go. But after I discovered they don't last too long, it's like, oh, so let's not do that again. But yeah. Okay, I just wanted to pop on and inspire you to get those lungs moving. Speaking of lungs, if you haven't watched my last video, please do. It's some very good information on there, okay? Thank you, guys. It's still smoky here. You see it? See the sun? I don't want to blare you. All right, I'll add a little music to this, and we'll call it a day. Love you. Stay strong. Keep those lungs moving. Lung health. Body health. If you feel something, say something, because we all love you and care about you.